show more resources support for them. So I think, but on the flip side, MSMEs, like small entrepreneurs, sometimes they're more inclusive. They can easily adopt policies on diversity, on equity and all. So, because less management decision making, or rather the vertical line on decision making. So I think let's again change that mindset. If you're a large corporation, you're the best, you're the most inclusive company in the world. And I'm sorry to say this, but show us the figures so that it's really walking the talk.
Yes, thank you so much for doing my job for me. I actually wanted to kind of double down on that, but I guess for you, kind of having to work with all sorts of businesses, right, in the chamber, and not just in the chamber, right, but essentially anyone who kind of wants to get into implementing DEI policies internally. What do you think are the opportunities there, right? Like, I guess for the chamber, parang what's the ask? I guess aside from the figures, right? Like, what are things that like these businesses can actually do or implement to be more gender inclusive?
For the chamber, all our members are requested to sign an oath of commitment to DEI. We have 5 key areas where you should where you can work on in terms of inclusion. You don't have to do it overnight, but it's again an authentic way of saying you need to commit to these measures. Do it, program them, 2 years, 3 years. So that's one area that we always push with our members. Another is we just recently launched the region's first DI certification system. We call it PRIZE, Pride Seal of Excellence Certificate. Imagine ISO, imagine Halal, imagine GMP, HASA. You have standards, right? But you don't have standards for DEI because companies can just cherry pick. Out of 100 measures, I'll just cherry pick on 2. All gender toilet, that's 1. June Pride March, that's 2. And then we're an ally of the LGBT community. They're cherry picking out of 100 plus measures. For the chamber, this is quite, it's a landmark movement. Certification on DEI has never been done. And that's the reason why we're trying to we have launched that last May. And we're moving forward. Some companies are already interested. Ron, I want to be DEI PRIZE certified. Because why do they do that? A few things are it gives you what do you call this? The impact on your people, making sure that you're authentically doing inclusion. We're also looking at your sales. If you're inclusive, most likely people will adhere to your values and hopefully your sales will increase. Engagement is another thing with your employees because that's very important, authentic engagement. So what we say is, come join us, do the certification with us, be audited like ISO, and show to the world that you're really pushing the boundaries forward. So again, let's stop cherry picking. After June 30, July 1, tapos na po ang Pride for some, for majority. Wala nang rainbow colors. Kahapon I was talking to Doris Magsaysayo, the Magsaysay clan. And she was telling me, well, I'm sending my team on Saturday. We already bought flags and all that. Are you joining? I'm not joining, but I'm sending my team. And also in our building, there's already a pride flag at the entrance. I said, can you keep that flag for the rest of the year? You want that? Yeah. I mean, it will be a big step for the rest of the year. Keep that flag at the entrance of your building. Okay, I'll take note of that. See, we need to have this conversation. Kasi if it's beyond June, dapat naman, parang like Women's Month hanggang March ba kayo? LGBT hanggang June lang ba tayo? Diba? So let's move forward. So yeah, medyo, it's really close to my heart, especially with the business sector, because talagang the tokenism is felt. The pinkwashing, it's really there. So ask your HR, ask your bosses. Boss, ano ba? More resources, more money. Bigyan niyo po sa tao. Ibalik niyo sa tao. Ibalik niyo sa mga tao. More than the profit. How much na ba ikakarga sa profit? So, yun lang. Real talk.